Hello everyone. In this video, you will be learning about tokens. So tokens are smallest individual unit of program. So while learning any language, first we learn about alphabets and then we learn different words and then we learn how to frame a sentence, right? Similarly, while learning any programming language, first we learn about tokens since they are the smallest individual unit of program. Like we have noun, your alphabet set A to Z, adjectives in English, all these are tokens only because they are the smallest individual unit that you can recognize in English language. So similarly in Python, these are the following tokens: keywords, identifiers, literals, operators, and punctuators. We will be discussing all of these one by one. Yeah. So keywords are special word that has some special meaning and they are reserved and few. So keywords are the words which has some special meaning associated with them, and since they have some special meaning, so they are used in a particular situation only. Okay, according based on their meaning. Now, since they have some meaning associated with them, so you have limited set of keywords and they are reserved. Why they are reserved? Because obviously if something is having some special meaning associated with it, so it cannot be used everywhere. It is used in a particular situation based on its meaning, so they are reserved. For example, true, false, if, else, etc. All these are keywords in Python. And one more important thing is that Python is case sensitive. So mind it that this T is capital in true and F is capital in false, but here it is small in like the first character is small in if and else. Since Python is case sensitive, which means lowercase and uppercase alphabets are not same. Like small a, this is lowercase, and capital A, this is uppercase, and these two are not same in Python because this is your lowercase and this is uppercase, and it distinguishes lowercase and uppercase, so it is case sensitive. So okay, so now coming to identifiers. So identifier is a user defined name given to a part of program like class, function, variable. Like whenever you give any name while programming, whether it is for a variable, for a function or a class, it is known as identifier. Now since it is the name given by you, so obviously it is not reserved because according to your understanding you have given that name to that variable, so they are not reserved. Now, since I said that identifiers are the name given by you as a programmer, so there are certain rules that you should keep in mind while giving names to your variables or functions. Like if we discuss about our name, so we obviously you would have never heard anyone with the name 235, right? Why? Because we use alphabet set like A to Z characters for giving while giving name, right? And they have some special meaning. So similarly, while for if we talk about identifiers, while giving name to any variable, there are certain rules which should be taken care of while giving which should be taken care of. So the first one is identifier can be a combination of letters in lowercase, uppercase, or digits or an underscore. So you can only use letters, digits, or underscore, and you cannot use anything except these. And the first character must be a letter or an underscore. You cannot, that means you cannot start your identifier with a digit. Okay. So, and keywords cannot be used as an identifier, obviously, because as I told you, keywords have some special meaning associated with them. So if you use them as identifier, you are changing their meaning. So that is not possible, right? Then you can identifier cannot contain any special characters except underscore. Like special characters meaning anything except letters or alphabets is your special character. So it cannot be, so any special character except underscore cannot be used in identifiers. So let's see some valid and invalid identifiers and discuss why they are valid and invalid. So the first one is date underscore 9 underscore 77. So okay, it is made up of letters and digits and underscore only. So it, and then it is starting from your letter, so it is valid. Now this one is underscore ds. It is starting from underscore, okay. it is made up of digits, alphabet and underscore only. So this is also valid. Now this one, it is starting from letter and it is made up of letter and digit only. So this is also valid. Now coming to this true, don't get confused with the true keyword, because the true keyword starts from capital T, but here this true is starting from small t. So, and as I told you, Python is case sensitive, so true starting from capital T is not same as true starting from small t. So this is valid identifier. Okay, now there, let's see the example of some invalid identifiers. So these are, the first one is invalid. As you can see, only underscore is allowed, as special character underscore is allowed. So this is wrong. Now this second one, you cannot start with digit. So this is also invalid. If, now if is a keyword, you cannot use keyword as an identifier. Now here this true, this true, since it is starting from capital C T, this is a keyword and you cannot use keyword as an identifier. So this is invalid. Now the next one, my-var modulo. So this is invalid because modulo is a special character and it cannot be used. So I hope the identifier and keyword is clear to you. Now, if you have Python as a subject, so you might get 1 or 2 mark question on difference between keywords and identifier, where they would expect you to write 1 or 2 line definition and then 2 to 3 examples for both. Or you might get 1 or 2 marks question on for classifying the identifier as valid and invalid, like we did here. So you just have to keep in mind the rules, and these are really simple. So that's all for this video. We will be discussing literals and punctuators in next video. So if you have any queries, please drop them in the comment section. Thank you.